Today is pumping day, at least the first one anyway. I'm sure it won't be the last. I've only had this sucker running a few minutes. Ditch is already filling up. We'll go down there and look to see if it's starting to fill up, but I'm sure it hasn't. That old Harbor Freight pump just won't quit, man. She was completely submerged last fall, sat in my garage for months. I pulled it out, changed the oil, got all the water out of it, out of the crankcase, all the rusty water out of the cylinder, put a new spark plug in it, put a little gas in it, cranked it, fired up. I think the impeller might be starting to get worn out because I don't know if it's got enough pressure. It just doesn't seem like it's flowing as much. But it's flowing. I got my extended runtime tank on there. I did a little bit differently. I've actually got a 5-gallon can strapped to the top of the pump. I'll go check it here in a few minutes. It's close to the muffler. Make sure it's not getting too hot. But buddy, we're flooding the duck hole. It is time. Game on. Well, here she comes. It's starting to roll in. It'll back up in the ditch, fill that ditch up in there. Excuse me. Before it starts filling the hole itself. We got those swales running through there. So, but she's a-going. I'm gonna hang around for a little while. Like I said, I'm a little concerned that that tank will get a little too warm being close to the muffler. So I'm not gonna leave it until I'm comfortable that's not gonna blow up. And a couple more things. This weepy spot over here that I addressed a few weeks ago still is weeping. And I'm gonna cut down a couple little small of the little maple trees that we have around to get some branches to brush in the blind a little bit better. So we'll be hanging around. If I do something interesting, I'll show you. And we're gonna go take a look at the big hole. Won't be in this video or the next one, but we'll see. Well, she's filling up. Pump's been running about 2 hours now. It's probably got another 6 or 7 hours that it'll run on that tank. I've been checking the gas can I got up there. It's not getting warm, so I'm not concerned with it. It's staying in place. It's not going to fall. I probably won't get a full 5 gallons of run time just because of the angle of the ground right there. It's tilted away from the fuel outlet, but it's filling up. This was, you know, dry 2 hours ago, right? So it's starting to fill up. I took some drone footage a little before I started doing the pump, right when I started the pump, and then just a few minutes ago. So about after 2 hours, it's gonna have to fill up all the way in the back before this really starts to fill up. That's lower back there. So it's running. I can actually see a little bit of current moving that way. So it's running, it's filling up. I got some pictures and some video from the air, and I'll be back out in the morning to see what it does. So things are shaping up here at Foul Play Outdoors. We're flooding the bean hole, getting ready for the early season. The rice is looking good in the big hole for the main season. I've been seeing ducks this summer. I've been seeing more wood ducks on the creek. I've even seen a bunch of mallards flying over this spot. A bunch, 8, whatever. That's a bunch for here. So we're ready. We're ready. I'm gonna go home and sit on the couch and take some more Dayquil. So it's been a good day. It's been a good couple days. Super pumped for the season, and looking forward to showing you guys some good hunts this year. Hopefully, cross fingers. So, well, it's the next morning, and I thought I would have filled up more than this. Probably a lot of it's soaked in. I still have a small leak, but it's just a trickle. So that's not responsible for it not holding. It probably just is that, first of all, like I said, it has to fill up all the way in the back first. And it probably is just soaking in, right? This hasn't been, well, this ground wasn't hard, you know, baked ground. It still hasn't had water on it for many months. So I brought another 5 gallons of gas. I walked down here and snuck down here quietly, just in case it had filled up enough to attract a duck, which didn't happen. But I'm gonna go get the 4-wheeler so I can drag down another 5 gallons of gas from the truck. We'll fire that pump back up and get her going again. It looks better. I came out here before shooting light to see what was flying. Not much. I'm gonna go get another 5 gallons of gas and we're gonna run it again, and hopefully that fills her up. We're supposed to get some rain tomorrow, so we'll check on it then. I did see 4 wood ducks 3 flew over this way, and then shortly after, 1 single flew over here, and I think he was in range. I probably would have taken a shot at him. I heard a couple. I expected to hear him fly up the creek. Didn't hear that today. Tried to take some video of those that I saw flying, and I had the camera facing me, so that didn't work. So you're not gonna see that. But anyway, I'm gonna get more gas, and we'll fire it up again. That's good news. My plug is holding up nicely. Creek did come up. I had a 5-gallon bucket over there that had about 1 inch of rainwater in it. It rained most of the day, just about all day yesterday. Even had a little shower come through last night. So the creek is up several inches. The bean hole is full. We're going to go take a look at that in a second. But this is working good. I don't see any current coming out. Water's higher on the bean hole side than it is on the creek side. I don't see any kind of moving water or anything indicating that maybe this is leaking. No holes around the side. That's awesome. I probably still would like to make it bigger, just for insurance purposes, if you will. And as Tom pointed out to me, I probably don't need this here. I left it just in case I need some kind of a brace. If we start to get some erosion, it'll, hold some of it. But I'd love to take it back. Probably another yard or so worth of dirt. Easy to walk across, drive a 4-wheeler across, whatever, just more insurance. That's not a today project. That's not a this fall project. That's think about for next year project. But pretty happy with this. I'm glad that for the moment, I'm holding water. We get a big flood and it overtops this, world might change, but we'll see. For now, it's looking good. Let's go take a look at some other stuff. All right, we got enough water for Rosie. It's as full as it's going to get right now. The dam over here that the beavers have built, I think the floods we got through the spring and summer eroded that a little bit. It's not holding as much water in here as it did. This is just a little bit more than ankle deep where I'm standing right now, whereas it was more like shin deep. It's probably about 3 or 4 inches low. So I may get another yard of fill. And as one of you guys, Wave Oglesby, I believe I'm pronouncing that correctly, said, hey man, why didn't you get clay instead of topsoil? Well, it's not topsoil, it's fill dirt, which looks high in clay. But I thought, that's a good idea. So I looked around and red clay fill is, at least people that advertise red clay fill, it's not that much more. It's not twice as much. It's still less than, like 25 bucks for a truckload. That's not bad. So I might do that, and I may add to that. That's tricky because that will erode easily if it overtops. So I have to think about it, but I may do it. We're a little low in here. But looking out there, I'm gonna pop a drone up here in a minute. Maybe I can show some before, what it looked like before we started and what it looks like now. But I'm hopeful that a duck will see this and find it appetizing. Should look like water over the top of it. I did come in 2 days ago, came in before shooting light like I was hunting and just sat in the blind. Didn't see a lot. I saw 4 wood ducks, a group of 3 and a group of 1 that might have been shootable came right over me. So I don't know. But that's it. No more pumping for now. No more anything in here for now. It is Sunday. It's Sunday, October 15th. This Thursday is when our mini season opens. We get 3 days this Thursday, the 19th. So I plan to be in here. Tom and Nate and I are gonna come sit in the blind. I'm looking forward to it, but I'll be honest, I'm not super optimistic that we're going to score, but we'll be out here. And you know what, for right now, that's okay. So that is it. I finally got it flooded. Now just wait a couple days and hopefully shoot some ducks, right? So season is upon us, guys. It's go time. Hope you're ready because it's gonna be a good season, right? I hope everybody has a great season. All right, that's it for this somewhat lengthy episode of Fowl Play Outdoors. I'm Bruce. Thanks for watching.